2025 BMW X3 Review, the most complete X3 yet with a few modern trade-offs. The BMW X3 has long been the backbone of BMW's global SUV lineup, a go-to for drivers who want something more engaging than the average compact luxury SUV. For 2025, BMW isn't just refreshing the X3, it's rewriting the script. With a new platform, revamped styling, an overhauled interior, and smarter, hybridized powertrains, the fourth-generation X3 is an ambitious leap forward. But ambition is a double-edged sword. As BMW leans further into tech and minimalism, it also risks alienating traditionalists who loved the previous X3's straightforward usability and tactile controls. So, is the 2025 BMW X3 a bold new benchmark, or a futuristic experiment with a few too many compromises? Let's unpack it all. Design. Bold, minimalist, and slightly divisive. The design of the 2025 X3 marks a clear break from the past. Gone are the aggressive lines and angular surfaces of the G01 generation. In their place is a smoother, more modern shape. The front fascia features a larger grille that's less imposing than some recent BMWs, thankfully, flanked by narrower headlights and more subdued lower vents. There are no fake exhaust tips here, just clean, minimalist surfaces that reflect BMW's new design philosophy. From the side, the proportions remain athletic, with short overhangs and a strong shoulder line. The rear end gets slimmer. LED taillights and a neater bumper design, which together help give the X3 a wider and more planted stance. Flush door handles, once reserved for BMW's electric I models, are now standard here, improving aerodynamics and lending a touch of sophistication. Love it or not, this is a more grown-up, reserved look for the X3. It feels less aggressive and more premium, a calculated move to bring it closer in spirit to BMW's flagship iX and X5. Interior. Futuristic, spacious, and slightly less intuitive. Step inside, and the changes are even more dramatic. The 2025 X3 shares much of its cabin design with the iX and i5, including a massive curved display panel, housing both the 12.3-inch instrument cluster and the 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen. The floating center console and haptic touch buttons create a high-tech vibe, and the ambient lighting strip that runs across the dashboard adds a futuristic flourish, especially at night. Build quality is mostly solid. Materials have improved from the outgoing model, especially with the available Veganza synthetic leather or optional merino leather. A panoramic glass sunroof, part of the premium package, floods the cabin with light and adds to the luxury feel. Rear seat space is generous, and cargo space has grown slightly to 31.5 cubic feet with seats up, and 67.1 cubic feet with them down. However, there's a clear shift in philosophy. The cockpit is no longer driver-centric in the traditional BMW sense. Many physical buttons are gone, including for climate controls, replaced by screen-based menus. Even volume and fan speed require tapping on the screen or using voice commands. While BMW's iDrive 9 system is quick and visually stunning, the learning curve is steep, and basic tasks now take more steps than before. It's tech-forward, no doubt, but not always user-friendly. Technology. Cutting edge, capable, and still evolving. BMW operating system 9 is one of the most powerful and feature-rich infotainment systems in the segment. It supports over-the-air updates, third-party apps, improved voice commands, Hey BMW, and full wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's even a new Quick Select menu to reduce screen tapping, though it's still not as simple as a button. The optional head-up display is crisp and full of useful information. Wireless phone charging is standard in higher trims, and the new travel and comfort system adds clever utility. Rear seat passengers can now attach tablet holders or fold-out trays directly to the seat backs. The X3 also supports BMW's hands-free driving system, Active Driving Assistant Pro, on highways. In testing, it handled lane changes and traffic confidently. This kind of semi-autonomous capability, once reserved for luxury flagships, is now available in a compact SUV, raising the bar for the entire segment. Performance and powertrains. Smooth, efficient, and surprisingly engaging. The 2025 BMW X3 lineup is anchored by two key variants at launch: the 30 xDrive and the 20D xDrive, both equipped with mild hybrid 48-volt technology. The 30 xDrive's 2-liter Turbo 4 produces 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, good for a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 6 seconds. It feels punchy, responsive, and refined, aided by the electric boost at low RRMs that fills in torque gaps seamlessly. The diesel-powered 20D xDrive M Sport variant, available in select markets, produces 145 kilowatts, 194 horsepower, and 400 Newton-meters of torque. While its 0 to 100 km/h performance didn't meet official claims in testing, the car never felt underpowered in real-world driving. It's particularly efficient, returning 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers. In testing, close to BMW's claim of 6.2. With over 1,000 kilometers of real-world range from its 60-liter tank. Handling is where the X3 still shines. With a wider rear track and new suspension geometry, the SUV feels more planted and balanced. In dynamic tests, it beat the Mercedes GLC 300 in lateral grip and figure-8 times. Steering is quick and precise, body roll is well-controlled, and ride comfort remains impressive, even with the M Sport package and large wheels. This is still one of the most fun-to-drive vehicles in its class, now with more polish and refinement. Practicality. Better in all the right places. BMW didn't just aim to make the X3 look or feel better, it also made it more useful. The rear seats fold flat in a 40-20-40 split, and cargo space increases slightly over the outgoing model. Storage around the cabin is decent, with large door bins and clever cubbies. Unfortunately, BMW still doesn't include a spare tire, even as an option, so long-distance travelers may want to consider a tire repair kit or roadside service plan. Towing capacity remains unchanged, at 4,400 pounds, 2,000 kilograms for most trims, giving it enough grunt to handle small trailers, boats, or campers. Value and competition. A surprisingly smart buy. The 2025 BMW X3 30 xDrive starts around $50,000. With well-equipped models, premium package M Sport Shadowline trim, landing around $60,000, $62,000. That undercuts the Mercedes GLC 300 4MATIC by several $1,000s for similarly equipped versions. Audi's Q5 is also a strong rival, but lacks the same driver engagement or cutting-edge tech. With better efficiency, more cargo space, and superior dynamics, the X3 offers perhaps the best overall value in the premium compact SUV segment today. Final verdict: a modern BMW for a modern driver. The 2025 BMW X3 is the most complete and mature version of the X3 to date. It's sleeker, smarter, more refined, and more technologically advanced than ever before. It's not perfect. BMW has sacrificed some physical controls and a bit of its analog charm, but it compensates with futuristic tech, excellent efficiency, and strong driving dynamics. If you're coming from an older X3, you may need time to adjust to the new interface and buttonless approach, but once you're acclimated, It's clear that BMW has future-proofed the X3 without forgetting its core DNA. For anyone shopping in the compact luxury SUV space, the 2025 X3 deserves to be at the top of your list.